Hello, Dr. Davis. Thank you for giving us this opportunity to provide our views on Research Discussion 6. This is Vishal Sharma, and with me is Nazmul Haq, and we will be talking about Research Discussion 6 and our topics. So my topic is artificial intelligence reconstructing the management systems for Orange Port of Poway. And in this, I will discuss how this artificial intelligence is affecting the management mechanisms within this dealership. So first, my paper in a minute. This paper is establishing the demonstration that is surrounding the synopsis of applying a precise and valid examination of how AI significantly reconstructs the core elements within an organization's management system, and how this artificial intelligence includes itself in the marketing mechanisms and its development structure within an organization's measures within the corporation of Aaron Ford Poway. Now, Aaron Ford Poway is a car dealership of Ford within, it's located in Poway. And it's my paper demonstrate how artificial intelligence can reconstruct and reprogram the mechanisms, the management mechanisms within this dealership of Aaron Ford Poway. When we talk about the challenges in a minute, challenges while writing my paper was the title is chosen in order to narrow down the significance of AI within a singular organizational structure within a giant corporation of Ford. So it was really important that it should be narrowed down, and it is narrowed down to one singular dealership. And it's essential that the research is required to efficiently study the dynamics related to the diversities that can be transformed through AI within a company's vision and mission statements, that is for Aaron Ford, and also the organizational developments, including the multiple exercises of the organization engaging in the advertisement, popularization, and advocating the products and services management. And so this was really important, and the challenges were just to gather all the resources, gather the data, the analytics, and also get the important information from the first-hand study of data while constructing this paper. The achievement in a minute is that the research outline has been completed. The research area, the core area, the target area has been identified. The literature review has been conducted, and the analysis has been prepared while analyzing the core information data that is present. The lessons learned in a minute is that Aaron Ford Poway, the integration process has significantly developed to incorporate the direct data through the illustrative set of answers given by HR managers, and just by asking the direct questions, the potential restraints are just the feedback of personal interaction from multiple employees. It's kind of a setback because it's very important to get customer information and feedback from employees. And time-based discretion is also very crucial as we're conducting on AI, as it is an ever-transforming and ever-developing nature of artificial intelligence. It adapts, learns, and develops in real time. AI, it just keeps changing every single second, and hence the research must be concluded promptly and making the entire review structure current and prevailing. And that is what the lessons learned was, that the AI is the future HR management structure and the core management structure within an organizational structure. So I really learned the lesson that when we're learning about the artificial intelligence, to narrow down the entire paper, the entire research mechanism, narrow it down as minutely as possible and at a molecular level. And also after that, make sure that understanding the subject matter and collecting the data information is very, very important. So concluding for a Poway, diversified situations can create often the functional structures revolving around enhancing the available design for the future, and also understanding the focus on then what aspect of Ford's future endeavors, because Ford is a giant company, and in terms of a global market and its potential for constructive and beneficial prospects, it is understanding that the real world complications are present. And over understanding and then overcoming the obstacles pertaining to these real world complications to create a fruitful organization can directly affect the employees, their learning caliber, and the future over time. And hence, AI can help in collecting all this data related to the different employees, different structures, globally present mechanisms, and then companies can use this data to simplify and execute their future decision-making steps. Thank you so much. I now hand it over to Nazmul Haq for presenting his paper.
Thank you so much, Bishal. So I'm gonna on this slide I'm gonna describe my research paper in a minute. As is written in the paper, my research will demonstrate the plan of how the company Gap will extend its business in Bangladesh. And also, this research include how the company Gap will proceed its operation by being locally responsive and how integrating globally. Because when a company transfers its branches or extends its businesses to the international environment, they need to care. They need to care about so many things like cultural differences, political situation, economical background, and overall stability of that economic country in an economical way. So this research will set a guideline or framework for Gap specifically to start a business or extend their program in Bangladesh. So yeah, this is gonna be my research. Is basically to focus on human resource plan and also the marketing plan for the new environment. Next slide. The challenges. I'll say the because selecting the right resources for the uh, purpose was the most challenging thing because most of our research is done in online. So there are thousands of hundreds of thousands of resources are available, but when I had to choose a right form of resources which fits the specific category and my intention. So that was the most challenging part, and also the analyzing the content, that finding resources from Google was the other challenging part, because among those information we needed to I needed to find the most accurate and updated information about the situation and also market condition, including the competitor and all these things. That should be updated and most recent. So that was another challenging part, and also building a framework was also other challenging part, because we get really short time to finish our paper. So building the right framework and time frame was also challenging. Achievement up to now, as we already submitted the draft, mine was not 100% complete. I'll say the setting of the main objectives and the research question was done, and also the methodology and the understanding, gathering information related to the corporate social responsibility. That was done, and we decided that it will be qualitative. Then also the theoretical framework and the literature review, which includes the background of marketing, then background of human resource management plan, and also the background of Bangladesh, and also the deep background of Gap, which was needed for the initial starting. So yeah, theoretical framework, including the literature review, was completed is completed by this time as part of the draft. Lesson learned, I'll say that we learn, see so many things on internet, and we read a lot of books, but the implementation of theories can be different when it comes to a real company trying to fit in some different culture in a practical way. So that is really different. So that's one of the lesson I have learned. Also the managing budget limitation, which I will say there is time limitation. So there is I got to know how to manage that, and also the taking small actions for long-term goals was also one of the most important lessons I have learned in this research. So at the end, I'll say the best way to finish a research paper is to reading lots of other papers in the same field will help to find and gather theories and important information, specifically in your interest. That is, and also the set and initial framework for the whole paper will help a lot. Dig into the research process. The more you dig, the more you know, and more accurate it gets, and bias gets less. And then the make work progress in each week. This is one of the practical way that I have learned. So yeah, that those are the things that is important, and I think are the best way to finish a research paper. So that way we comes our last slide. So we are done. Thank you so much. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Bishop. You're muted.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nazim. Appreciate it.
All right, so we're done. I'll just stop the recording.